Okay, in this screencast, I am going to show you how to create your fake book profile for one of your, whichever character of Greek mythology you're choosing to create one for. So the first thing I'd like you to do is go into your Google Docs account and create a Google Doc. So you're going to create document. Then when you get in the document, I want you to go up to where the title would be, or you name the file, and I want you to put in for the name Fakebook site link and click OK. Now get out of that, just leave that there, you won't need that for a little bit yet, and I want you to go to my website. Okay, so if you're at my website, you're going to go down here and click on Greek mythology, and this will come up. Then on the Greek mythology site, you'll see a form that I'm going to have you fill out later. But the first thing I want you to do is click on Fakebook, and that will take you to this site. And I'm just going to show you an example here. You need to do 3 things in order to save your account, okay, or save the profile. You need to have 3 things entered prior to that. You need to have an entry into your profile. You need to have at least 1 friend, and you need to have 1 post. So I'm going to do that for you. And the example I'm going to show is I'm just going to use a modern day example. And as you guys know, I'm a big U2 fan, so I'm going to put in Bono. Okay, now if you look here, it's going to select an image. It's going to auto select an image for you. So I'm going to click Submit. And you can see up here it's working. And eventually there should be a picture of Bono. Yep, there's a picture of Bono appears over there. Then I'm going to add a friend. So I'm going to go over here and add. And I know one of the lead guitarists of the band U2 is named The Edge. Goofy names. And it's going to update friends list. And it's going to find The Edge. And there he is. And then I'm going to add a post. And the post will be I do not like to hear my own voice. In fact, when I hear my voice in our songs from the 80s, I think I sound like a girl. I'm not making this up. I just heard a radio interview with him the other day, and he had a quote similar to this. And we're going to put December 2011, and we will share that. Okay, so now I have a post. I have my person created. Oh, I got to go into my edit my profile yet. So I've got a post. I've got a friend, and now I got to put 1 thing in my profile before I can save it. And for the first thing I want you guys to put in your profile is this. This way I'll know that you created it. So notice how they have these things here. Like if you're going to put in a birthday, you're going to have to put birthday equals 30th November 1971. Well, you're not going to know the birthdays of your Greek mythology people, so it doesn't matter. You're not going to put birthdays in. What I want you to do, so I know whose profile I'm looking at, I want you to put in created by equals, and then I want you to put your last name, or I'm sorry, first name, last initial. Example, John S. Okay, and you're gonna save changes. Okay, now you see up here created by first name, last initial, John S. So in your case, it would be your first name, last initial, and whoever that might be. Then you can save it. So when you go over here, you can click Save. But you can only do that if you first have a friend, a posting, and something in your profile. Then you're going to click Save. And now look up on the top of the screen. It's tough to see because it's in black writing on blue box. Enter a password so you can edit this template later. So what I would have for a password in your case, just so you don't have to remember multiple passwords, is your PIN number for lunch that you had to use to log in the computer. So I'm going to put in my password. just going to put in Bono, and I'm going to submit. Okay, so now it's going to come up with this address. This is where your profile is going to be created. So you want to copy this. Okay, I got it highlighted. I'm going to hit Control C, and now I'm going to go back to that Fakebook link I made. Okay, and I'm just going to copy it into that. So there it is. And then this will save. So now tomorrow when I come back to the lab, or I'm at home tonight, I can just come in here and copy and paste this in my web address, and it'll always be there. Now you'll also have to enter your password that you just created. But now I can go back to here, click on this, and I'm back at it. Okay, so I'm back to where I started. Now each time excuse me, each time you do something, you edit your profile, or you do a post, or you add friends, you should save it. I highly recommend that. Okay, and then when you could probably do this as well at the same time. You can copy, highlight the web address, and then go back to my site, and then fill out this information. So you'd put in what hour do you have my class, your last name, your first name, the Greek god. So I'll just put in a Smith and John, and he's not a Greek god, but I'll use my example, Bono, and then I'll paste in his web address, and I'll submit it. That way when I correct it, I can look at them in my own document. Plus I'm going to show you a thing next week where hopefully we'll have a chance where you can look at everybody else's in the classes, their postings for their characters. I probably have already told this to you, but you are not, there's no interaction with anybody else. This is just what you create. You come up with your own stuff. Okay, so if you're Zeus and your buddy's Poseidon, you're not going to be able to comment on each other's posting. You'll have to create those postings based on what those people might say, and it's based on your knowledge of Greek mythology. So that's it.